into today's video, what to expect from a C-section. I'm going to try to just share as many things that will just prep you without projecting too much of my opinion, because everyone's C-section experience is going to be different. But I just want to prepare you for some things to look for or to expect, like wearing these sexy underwear after your C-section. But before I begin, I just want to take this opportunity to talk to anyone who is getting a C-section for the first time. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you are probably terrified about getting a C-section. I was so scared my first C-section because I was more concerned about having a nasty scar on me. But aside from that, it is a major surgery. There's risks involved, and you know, some people kind of feel like maybe it's not the same. You're not, especially if you were like really looking forward to having a vaginal or a natural birth and now you find out you can't. I just want to tell you to breathe in, breathe out, relax, and do not let that be the focus of these last precious / miserable weeks of your pregnancy. Don't stress, don't worry, because at the end of all of this, you are going to have your precious baby in your arms. So cute. This is worth all of the pain, and I will go through 20 more incisions just so that I could feel and hold this beautiful baby. If you know you're getting a C-section, it's probably a planned C-section, so you'll have your date ready, and unless you go into labor, you're just going to have the chance to pack your bags, drive peacefully to the hospital. You'll get there, you'll register for your C-section, and then they'll prep you. They'll put in your IV, just get you ready for surgery. So once they've prepped your IV and got you in your gown and everything ready to go into the OR, they should and better come get you in a wheelchair. Some people have told me that they've had to walk to the OR. I would say request a wheelchair. Unless you want to walk, but it's nice that they come with a little wheelchair and pick you up and take you to the OR. At that time, you'll be separated from your husband or whoever's going to be with you in the room, and they will get suited up and then meet you back in the OR once they've been washed. And my husband had to wear like this big marshmallow suit this time, which with my first C-section, it wasn't like that. So like I said, every C-section's different. But you're going to arrive in this stark white room with lights, and it'll be very nerve-wracking when you get there. But it's kind of cool. You'll sit on the table, and if you have a really nice nurse, she'll let you hug on her. So you'll basically like hug the nurse as they prep you for your epidural. And I just recommend, you know, just bonding with that nurse, because I just would hug her. And my doctor was actually on the other hand, and I was squeezing his hand and hugging my nurse as they put in that epidural. And it's not that bad. I mean, you do feel the initial like ouch, it goes in, and you will start to feel your body numbing, probably almost instantly. Like it's very gradual, but you will just start to feel it. So they'll lay you down and you will be kind of like crucified. Your hands will be extended and you'll be crucified on this table. That's so awful to say crucified, but whatever. Your arms will be extended like this, and you will lay back, and then they will put a curtain up. So you will not be able to see anything that's going on, but you will be fully aware. You will be able to sing, to talk, to say, hey, what's going on over there? You may start to feel like a little drowsy and drugged up, but you should be able to talk. And the way I kind of say, like, the way that I explain like how your body starts to feel as like just the epidural and everything's kind of kicking in, is you just start getting a little delusional. But you're still very aware, and your doctor should tell you like, okay, you're gonna feel pressure. Like once they do your incision, you're not gonna feel anything of that. You'll hear tools like clinking and clanking, and they're gonna be talking. Like my doctor was talking to the assistant, and they were just talking about like vacation time, or I don't know what but they'll be small talking. And hopefully, you know, you'll be behind the curtain, kind of like looking at your husband nervously, or your boyfriend, or whoever you're with, and you'll just be like hearing everything, and you can interact with them if you want. But once the baby is close to coming out, that's when they will warn you, or you will start feeling pressure. Now they say, okay, you're going to start to feel a lot of pressure, and you will feel tugging and pulling. It will not be pain, but you will feel like jerking and yanking. So, but again, you're not in pain, so it's okay. And then finally, you will know when that baby comes out, because it will cry. So just like a vaginal birth or whatever birth, once the baby meets the air, it will cry, and your doctor should yell out like, "It's a boy," or "Congratulations," or "Your baby's here," and you'll hear it crying. They'll bring it around so that you can see it. And with this C-section experience, they kind of wiped the baby down, wrapped it, gave it to Dad, and we were totally able to bond with the baby. He was holding it, he gave it to me, and I just had the baby here. I got to breathe it in and smell it, because that's what you are going to love the most, is just that new baby smell. It's like nothing can replace that. So precious, so beautiful. You will have that time, and it takes about, it's very fast. It's like, you know, you won't be in there longer than 30 minutes. And they'll be sewing you back up and doing everything, and you'll hopefully, I really hope that it's like this in every hospital now. You'll be able to just bond with your husband and the baby. And then once it's all over, you will be completely numb. They'll remove the curtains, put you, either transport you, they'll transfer you over to another bed, and then you will go into recovery. And so this time around, I got to hold the baby all the way to recovery. And then when we got there, they did everything they needed to do, measure him, did everything in the room right before me. So that was like awesome. I totally hope that you get to do that too. But okay, so that's just like the OR part, what to expect, kind of told you that part. Once they bring you back, you will still be numb. There's going to be nurses coming in every 5 minutes. "Oh, I'm the baby nurse, I'm this nurse." There's like a nurse for everything. "I'm the nurse for your toes, I'm the nurse for your hair." There's like a nurse for everything, I swear. But they're going to be coming in a lot. You're still going to be completely numb, and then they're going to put these nasty cuffs on you, which when you're still numb, I like how it feels. It like they do it so that you won't get blood clots, and it's for circulation, because you're totally numb. You can't move your legs. So they just have like these pressure cuffs, and when you're numb, it feels really good. But once you're not numb anymore, it's hot, it's annoying. At least it was for me, and I just wanted them off. I was like, "Can I please take these off as soon as I could?" And at first, the nurse was like, "Well, it's ordered here. Your doctor wants you to keep them on." But then like 30 minutes later, she came in and she was like, "Okay, you can take them off. I think it's okay." So I was like, thank goodness. So you may want to take off those cuffs. Comment below if you hated those cuffs too. So you will be pretty numb laying in the bed, and there's going to be a lot of bleeding. They'll basically just put like a pad, one big pad under the bed, that your blood will just like kind of like free fall. You won't be wearing any underwear, anything. You'll just be in your gown, no bra, but you will be wearing, they will place you in one of these abdominal binders, as one of my subscribers told me. I call this a faja, but it's an abdominal binder, an abdominal binder. It looks like this. It's just like one big kind of like girdle thingy, and they put this on you to kind of contract everything, and this is so helpful. You will have this on like the first week because you need it. Sneezing, laughing, oh my gosh, it is so painful if you don't have your abdominal binder on. So they will have you in this. You'll just pretty much be in your robe with your binder, no bra, no panties, just like that. You'll probably be like that the whole first day, and then the second, or however many hours, because you're in the hospital for 48 hours. And then at some point, you know, after 24 hours, they will come inside your room to help you stand up. And you guys, whoo, I'm warning you right now, it is so painful. It is so painful. Painful, painful, painful. You're literally going to not imagine at all how you will ever be able to walk, roll over ever again in your life because of how bad the pain is. But I promise you that you will be able to. In just a few short days, you will see difference, like in your movement. Like each day will be better and better. But at that moment, you are going to think that you'll never see the day that you'll be able to use your abdominal muscles at all. So getting up, it's very hard, and I just wish you luck. Just hang in there and know that within like 5 days, you will be rolling around and be able to hug your pillow. Just know that, okay? After 24 hours, they're going to remove your catheter. Ugh. It's an awful feeling, so just brace yourself for that. They'll remove your catheter when they will try to help you stand up for the first time. You're not going to be able to take a shower. You're going to be in too much pain, and plus you have bandages. But you could totally do a sports bath. So pits, and down there they have these smaller pads that you will then be able to wear your sexy panties. They're basically like pantyhose, the top of pantyhose that goes right over your incision, so it comfortably lays right over. And then you will place this big giant pad about this big, that wide in these panties. It felt so much better once I was able to like wash up and just be in my sexy panties and just have a smaller pad. It did feel like a little better. By the second day, I was up and determined to move, and you will literally be moving like a turtle. And that's okay, because that's what your first day is gonna be like. You will be just inching your way along. And I actually had, I would use the thing that they put the baby in. It has wheels, and I kind of used that. It wasn't that steady, but I think my stroller was up there. And I was kind of using the stroller because they use the stroller to bring Liam up, and I was using the stroller to kind of like inch my way around the room. I did walk around the maternity floor as well, so you just want to walk as soon as you can. Start walking, and anytime after that, you know, if you feel brave and you feel up to it, the walking part, once you're up and kind of walking, you know, walking around grandma style, you kind of can keep going and it'll feel okay. But the hardest part, the most painful part, is the initial getting out of bed, because you're using your abdominals, and so you literally have to like hold on for dear life, try to push yourself up. That is the most painful part. So that's pretty much everything I can think of from the hospital standpoint. Now I just want to share with you a few insights without making this video hopefully 15 minutes long, just about what to expect once you are home and what you will need to help you recover quicker at home. They're going to send you home with drugs, and these will be your best friends. Don't try to be brave, you guys, and be like, I'm going to be strong and not take them. Take your medicine. You will need this, and if you will start to feel your incision, you will feel when the pain medication is wearing off. So make sure that this was something awesome. My husband wrote down the names of the medications, the dosage, so I needed to take it twice a day, morning, AM, PM, he would put, or whatever it was, he put it all on a sheet of paper with a log, so that I could be like, okay, I took my naproxen at 10 p.m., I knew I had to take it 12 hours later, so, you know, I would take it at 10 a.m. the next, you know, whatever it was, morning and night. He made a little log, and I was able to just keep track of my medications. Keep them next to your bed. I had them in my kitchen. It was so silly because I'd have to be like, babe, bring me my medicine. Like, keep them next to your bed. Hello. Try to take as many of these, your sexy panties, from the hospital as you can, because these will be like nice to wear. But after like the third, fourth day, I was wearing my own big granny panties. Pads. Ugh. I cannot stress enough how much I hate pads. Like, honestly, I don't know who willingly wears this during their period, because pads are the most disgusting thing ever. I'm into my third week and I just stopped bleeding. Your whole first week, you're gonna bleed the whole time after your C-section. The first week will be very heavy. The second week, you'll have a few tricks where you're like, oh look, I didn't bleed for 2 days. You won't wear a pad, and then all of a sudden, gush. So just keep your pad on. If anything, if you're tired of a big pad, wear panty liners, because at least for 2 weeks for sure you will be bleeding. Expect 2 to 3 weeks. Like I said, I'm 3 weeks and 2 days today, and I think I'm finally over bleeding. But even up until 2 days ago, I would still kind of wipe and there was still something there, so I'm still wearing panty liners. But yeah. Oh, the night you get home, your first night is going to be the roughest. Make sure that you have your husband. I would put the baby on your husband's side of the bed. Not that he's going to do anything for the baby, because honestly, you're going to be nursing. You are going to be the main person taking care of that baby. But if you are a C-section mama, you will not be able to reach up in any bassinet and anything to get that baby. Put the baby on your husband or whoever's staying with you in your bed that night, just to hand you the baby. That's it. Their main job is just to be a baby hander, because that's the main help that you're going to need. And also maybe changing the diapers throughout the night. Your first night will be the roughest. You will slowly get into the groove and set up your own little groove, but I recommend having a little basket next to your bed, a Tupperware, whatever you can put. Have your medications there. Have diapers, wipes, everything that you will need for the baby bedside, because you're not going to want to be getting up and going to the nursery. You will have plenty of time to use your nursery, but the week of recovery from a C-section is not the time. So keep everything handy, close by. Let me talk about your incision. It's going to be nasty, you guys. You're going to be totally swollen down below the incision and above it. It's not a pretty sight. The incision with Liam, they did clear glue. With this one, they did black glue, which I did not like the black. I felt like there was a Sharpie marker, like incision mark. I didn't like that. After about a week, I was able to remove the glue, and now I have my incision. And I just want to tell you, if you're just as scared as I was about having a nasty scar, with Liam, after I lost all of my baby weight, I had a completely flat stomach. My scar was so low I could wear like a bathing suit way down there, and it's perfectly fine. So if that's one of your fears, do not worry. If you work out and work off all your weight, you can have a flat stomach. You won't have a little pooch going over the incision, which is what I thought. You can have a flat stomach again. If you've had a C-section and you just want to share any comments about helping anyone out, this is what I want this video to be about, just us helping each other out, prepping you for this time in your life. But if you have any more questions, I'll be happy to help you out. I just wish you guys the best of luck. Hang in there. Don't be sad. Your baby's going to be in your arms very soon. Next video will be on a baby room tour, because that was the next highly requested video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.